but Steel gets aggressive. He finds two. Very well done. Finds a third. That is as good as it gets for Steel. Holy cow. That couldn't have gone better, really.
That could be the moment that sees SK take a knee and bow to this. Steel's gonna go in, mate. You've got 3 bullets left. Oh, he's gonna land it into the back of Fallen, who is already weak, and Steel with a 4K. The adrenaline surging. KNG at the back of the site's good for 1. Is there gonna be a second one to connect onto? And is he able to get this round going for his team? Misses his second opportunity and his third. That will cost him his own life. As Bolts comes through with some spray, it's going to do negligible damage to the likes of Phelps, who's still able to get across to the site and get the plant down. But it's a 3-on-3, and this is where the lack of utility, the lack of kits is going to sting so bad for Immortals. Flashbang on point 2. Fallen's able to peek round and get himself a kill. Taco onto the very raw peak. Doesn't actually land the frag, and Steel from range is going to dome coldzera with the M4. This is now in the realms of possibility, but Fallen in A main doesn't have to worry about any fast defuse. They're going to hold on to this one. It's going to be the full 10 seconds potentially. Fallen's going to go for the pick. He jumps across and then he lands in. Immortals are pulled off the clutch. Player deficit, and Phelps on the cross is able to land the one tap with the USP. Bolts now comes through and finds himself 2 adversaries, and that's 1 too many as far as he's concerned, leaving Lucas with the arduous task of retaking the site. KNG will be rolling his eyes, I'm sure. Guys, I got you the opening 3 picks. What more can I do?
There really wasn't much more he could do. I think the SK just played that really well to double up on that Vince rotation like that, rather than like splitting up and one trying to plant and all that good stuff. Like, they really handled it as best they could. And now, yeah, Lucas is in a really tough spot. He's got armor and a USP, but no kit. He might be able to pick one up. I think there's one right there. Yeah, so that'll give him a little bit more time. He has a smoke as well, but he has to hit some really nice shots here.
That's the first. And now Taco at the back of the site. You see, Lucas doesn't really know where the last player is. He's checking every angle possible to pull out his smoke, and Taco is able to use the USP against the CT.
Rifles, but then they have a lot of different setups on aggressive mid and different things like that. But right now we have KNG getting aggressive at B's. Found one, does find the bomb as well. So that's just the headshots coming out. There's another KNG not messing around. Is he just going to finish it off? Not quite. Does finally get clear, but after just doing
not the best of weapons to retake. Well, they do have a Molotov in the hands of Phelps, though. And if that's put down correctly, it could cause some issues, but he's the first to fall in this 3-on-3 encounter, which is one step further for Immortals to getting double digits already on this map. KNG with yet another one. Fallen, we know how great of a player he is. He's going to manage to get himself through towards the side, but Lucas is having none of it. 10 to... As you highlighted, though, it's still fairly early days. But SK, although it's early days, they're going to have to start converting some of these rounds, otherwise it will get out of control. There's Fallen with a 1D onto Lucas. Still player advantage before upon Immortals. That's a tasty one tap as well. KNG. What a performance.
This guy's the truth. He's doing it all. Rifles, AWP. I mean, obviously he's up against his pistols, but the shots are still crisp. And like I said, I think he just gels a little bit better with that aggressive tempo to him, as this should be a 9th round for Immortals now. Bomb going down. Not much Cold can do, but look for exits here with the P250. Does get the headshot on the Steel.
Not able to get the weapon, though, which is me bitterly disappointing. I'm sure he was hoping for an exit frag. I'm around. 2 players still over on the B side, one of which is the man, the myth, with a coldzera, but not able to get a kill so far. There we go into Lucas, who peeks one too many times, and coldzera, who is quite an animal with the deagle, is in position to maybe make this strike, and they're going to be having 2 flanks coming into fruition right now as Henny goes in and lands the shot onto Taco. coldzera has the bomb in front of him, but he also has Henny's AWP to contend with, who into the open will be laid to rest. And well, it should be mentioned that SK do have a player advantage now. They're actually in the driver's seat. Sure, there's an AWP in the hands of KNG, who is such a threat with this weapon, and they may be able to get a bomb planted. Going to be boosting up. That's going to put the pressure onto SK Gaming's shoulders as they look to try and carve out a retake. Lucas with one, KNG with another one, and Phelps is going to go down. The first player to get tagged is the last to fall. Immortals done it again. SK Gaming, one of the best teams in the world, are being schooled by their phenomenal talent. Is he going to be up to the task as they line up for him and he goes to the double spray? Immortals are not getting the avenging frag either. This has quickly turned into SK Gaming's round. The bomb also not under control. KNG has been dinked out to 14 and gets finished off, and Coldzera's on a tear. He could be on for the ace. He's going to run out of bullets, whips to his USP, lands a headshot. Coldzera coming up clutch.